hilarious. Okay, coming up tonight, Joe's US 40 Grill. Of course, who are we going to pick this week on the World Wide Web? Compliments of KBA again.
I don't know. How about we're going to Africa tonight?
Africa? Okay, name one. Come on,
Egypt.
Egypt. Okay, that's a safe bet. Jeez. I think you have Zambia or Tanzania or Uganda, but no, Egypt. Hey, Egypt it is. Egypt it is.
Okay.
All you people listening to
Go into Chad or something.
Chad. No, we got. And speaking of Chad, breaking news, just heard this on WLW about 5 o'clock, that Chad Johnson will not play tonight.
Deactive, baby.
Ocho Cinco will be non-Ocho, non-Cinco tonight. He showed up late for a team meeting this afternoon. He was non-responsive. Now this sounds like a junior high deal. He was slumping in his chair, refused to talk. That reminds me of some of the time I spent at junior high. But, no, of course not me.
Maybe Martin was just talking, you know.
Right, he's pretty
has
much
a habit of nodding off when he talks.
It's pretty much asleep. But at any rate, Marvin didn't see the humor in Chad not doing anything, and so Chad went out the door. Marvin followed him. Words were exchanged. So now Ocho Cinco is deactivated for tonight's game.
Yeah, well, good.
Oh, wow.
Does that even matter tonight, Bill?
Yeah. We're going to win it.
Oh, okay. There's the attitude. No, I think we're going to tie tonight. Because I love tying. That's the new trend. You know
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, I know.
The last two teams that have tied have been the Bengals and the Steelers. So there's your random
Okay.
tonight.
Let me switch. Okay, 45 runs, we think, between Pryor and Beanie on this weekend. 45 running plays.
Agreed. Drexel has already promised a conservative game offensively. So I'm going to take him at his word. Just looking at some of the games this year, knowing that it is conservative, so that is what I am expecting.
We're going to take care of the crack. We already have.
Okay.
Okay?
Well, they just asked me about it. That's all.
Right. It's taken care of. It'll be all crystal clear,
High five, Bill.
smooth, and just all great information.
Look at your hair. Yes.
He's a Cleveland fan, that's why his hair looks that way. You're absolutely right on the 45 runs. The only thing I think of is that Tressel may surprise a lot of people, come out, throw the ball a couple times just to get it started. And then once he jumps out in the lead, it'll be like last year. If you remember last year's game, we played without a quarterback in the second half.
That we did. If we remember, that was, well, Beckman was already starting on his downward slope. He had done it the entire second half last year. But I agree with you there. I look for them to come out throwing the ball early. As soon as they get a touchdown lead, or maybe even the classic Tressel field goal to get on the board first and take the lead, I look for Beanie to run many times tonight.
Sorry. You want to say? Oh yeah, I forgot you asked me for it, Brenda.
There's Jim and Lily, welcome to
Do you want
Joe's.
to sit back here at this table?
Okay, we talked about this also last night. What, if anything, does the University of Michigan excel at this year?
They excel nothing, Bill. That is not any trash talk. That's just facts this year. If you look at them, first off, their quarterback, who's not going to play, their normal quarterback is Stephen 3, and he has already been declared that he's going to be out by Rich Rod, so we don't even have to worry about him. Now, I don't even know who their backup is. No, I do not, and I did not look it up or write it down. So, there you go. We're going to be having a mystery quarterback. Even still, he wasn't having a good season. Michigan has turned the ball over 28 times this season, so the offensive production has been very minimal. And of course, we've all heard the Toledo jokes by now. If you can't beat Toledo, that says it all. Keeping it even further, they're even missing their running back, Sam McGuffey. He was their leading rusher this year, out as well.
Everybody hasn't heard the joke about the, has everybody heard the joke about Michigan wanted to reschedule the game They want to get it out of Columbus because when they were coming down, they couldn't get past Toledo. What a great joke. That's does anybody in the room know what Michigan's quarterback's name is? Three's not playing. Does anybody know?
Does anybody care?
Does anybody? Is there any? No, nobody cares. I know, but somebody's got to come up with a name. Stacy, you know, don't you?
Jim.
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 Close enough. We'll call him Jim. Or no, we'll call him Bob. Jim Bob. And the thing that the Michigan defense is the only, if there's a strength on this team, they're giving up 128 yards rushing per game. So Beanie should get 150 tomorrow.
He should get it on Saturday. Come on, it's still Friday tomorrow. Well, I did call today, November the 19th, when it's actually the 20th, so we're both on good calendars today. I look for him. All we have to do is remember Beanie's performance last year. He was absolutely dynamite all the time. He had all those rushes. He had that long touchdown run in the second half that kind of put the game away. So I look for him to do it. And with Pryor in the backfield, I don't think he's going to get so many scrambles as he is. They're going to design running plays for him on quarterback draws. That's what I'm looking forward to. We've been talking about the offensive scheme all year, and we're slowly seeing the Troy Smith spread, as you nicknamed it earlier. That is coming back, and under Pryor, it's thriving. If you look at last week's game against Illinois, you will see that he had a great game, put out a lot of offensive production. His yards and he threw his touchdowns. What I really liked about Pryor was his comments about how he was not letting the juniors and the seniors go out with a loss to Illinois, Michigan. The Illinois game is done now, and I just love to look at him exchanging words with some of the Illinois players. It was very hilarious. And the good thing of it is that it's not trash talk. He comes and says, "Oh, it's just part of the fun. I'm not serious," which is unlike some other players.
He's not serious till he throws an 80-yard pass
Exactly.
or something like that. So you don't think the playbook's going to open up this week?
No, I don't.
Do we have a playbook?
Do we have a playbook?
Okay,
I don't know.
This is the
Whose
example.
playbook do you think is better? Bigger, not better, but bigger. You think Wittenberg's is bigger, or do you think Ohio State's is bigger?
I think it's the same, actually. The example I want to use, though, is Texas Tech's coach uses a piece of paper about this size.
Yes, he does.
For you people on the internet, we're talking about the size of a piece of paper, about a 3 or 4 by 6. And then Tressel's got this book, and you have only the, Threet's a guy starting, but he's then Threet's not starting.
No, he's not.
Okay, cool. We're looking for the backup. Yeah, okay, great, yeah.
I did, because I looked that up. Threet is the one who was injured, is not going to play, so Rich Rodriguez says.
Okay, well, not that it's going to matter. But you got the Texas Tech offensive coordinator / head coach.
Yeah.
With this little bitty piece of paper, and you got Tressel with this huge thing. It's got actually, it's a smoke screen because Tressel's got actually 5 plays on that piece of paper.
Yes, he does.
That he runs.
What I think of it is, I think they like to stick the actual playbook in the hand warmers that the players wear.
Oh,
and I think it's actually just written on their hands. Play 1, play 2, play 3, play 4, and play 5.
Did you guys hear about people in St. Henry now are upset with Tressel? Throwing their boy Beckman under the bus?
Exactly. You're supposed to treat seniors good, no matter how they're performing or not. We want to go back to Beckman's performance last year. Ohio State would have lost that game if it was not for Beanie Wells.
I agree.